The tenant eviction ban. This is an update on the petition which I launched a few weeks ago to do something about the very convoluted process and rules and regulations the government have introduced, which really cause massive problems for landlords in getting their properties back. Now, the petition that I've launched is really that we go for a system which is in place in New Zealand, in Australia, and most of the states in the US. And that means that if a tenant is in arrears or in a significant breach of contract, after 14 days of that breach, you are allowed to go to court to get your property back. Under current rules here in the UK, you have to wait months, and people are waiting a full year before they are able to take proceedings in the court. And then even when they apply to the court, they get a court date, which is a further 7-8 months down the road. Now, I've put out a couple of videos on these, and my call for having a petition has had an overwhelming support response, if you like. You've been very, very supportive of this, if you're judging by the like and dislike ratio on those videos. Now, it's up to us as landlords and property investors to really stand up and sign this petition to make sure that it's actually discussed in the corridors of power. So we launched this petition a few weeks ago. It needs 10,000 signatures to get a response from the government. We're very, very close. We're 9,000 signatures, and I'm sure after you've seen this video and you've looked at the other 2 videos that I've done, which explain the problem, the real problem that landlords are facing, that you too will want to sign this petition. Very simple to do. The link is in the description for this video. Just sign that petition and let's get this to over 10,000. Now, I've been hearing from a whole bunch of people who've been emailing me and sending me private messages on social media about the problems they're facing as a result of this eviction ban. I've heard from a couple who are not professional property investors. They just rented their house out. While they sought employment, they moved to another rented property somewhere else for the purposes of job. Unfortunately, with all what's happening now, he was made redundant and therefore wanted to move back into his family home, but can't because there is just no way, or a very convoluted way, of getting that property back, and that's causing real hardship. I'm hearing from, I heard from a GP who has a property in his own name, bought it as a investment, as a pension type of plan. He doesn't have a large portfolio, so it's not worth him incorporating into a limited company. He's paying Section 24 tax on the mortgage interest that he's paying. The tenant is not paying rent, and he's stuck having to pay the mortgage, having to pay the tax on that mortgage interest, having to pay the repairs, and can't get his property back. Now, COVID-19 has obviously caused a lot of problems for a lot of people, and the government are putting in money to bail out different sectors of the economy. It just seems completely unfair that landlords, particularly small landlords, have to basically subsidize the housing of other people. And as I've said in my other videos, this is very bad news for tenants, because what is happening right now is this. And if you just scroll through the comments of some of my other couple of videos on this, you'll see that landlords are saying that what they're doing is they're only letting their properties to A1 tenants. A1 tenants with absolutely rock solid jobs and or guarantors who have UK homes. If the tenant doesn't check out absolutely 100% from a credit point of view, they are not taking the punt in terms of offering them a tenancy. This is causing a massive problem for tenants who don't have that A1 rock solid Class A credit score, because fewer landlords are willing to take a punt on them under the current rules. So watch my couple of other videos which explain the problem in a lot more detail, and sign this petition, because all I'll be asking for is the government look at introducing a system that works fine in most states in the US, Australia and New Zealand, Let's have it here. Let's have some simplicity. If you don't pay, then you can be taken to court and a possession hearing can be had. See you guys in the next video. Bye for now.